All right. It's hard to top that story. Hard to top Dr. Belfort. But we have a great panel that's going to really talk about transition from what Dr. Belfort just mentioned and really talk about how you execute upon the vision to make the facility that he talked about and all the things that have to happen in order to have a story and an outcome like Baby Grace. So I'm going to introduce Jill Pearsall, who is Director of our Facilities Planning and Development Group, Dr. Sam Jocks, who is over our biomedical engineering team, Melissa Witt, who supports the pavilion and is a nurse by background, and then on the end is Melita Howell, who is one of the managers in IT who supports our device integration teams. So take it away.
Okay, thank you, John. So I think I'm first supposed to say, why am I here? So who remembers what type of cell phone device they had 6 years ago?
Flip phone.
There you go. So 6 years ago, we started the construction of this facility. 6 years ago, 2007, was the first release of an iPhone. 1 year ago, we finished this facility. Think about how much technology changed, how quickly it changed, and how the heck do you design a facility for technology? So that's why I'm here, to talk about how does everything that go into a facility that touches a physician's hands, that the clinicians have to touch, how does that all come together in a contiguous, continuous, effective solution for the day it starts running? Because construction, my profession, moves at a snail's pace compared to technology. So how is it you can make those decisions? How is it you know all the questions? How is it you know the right answer at the right time and not have to change your mind 3 months later to make it work? So I'm an architect by trade. So I wear multiple professions. I've had multiple professions myself. Guiding a team of building buildings is phenomenal, just out of the team that builds them, let alone getting the brain power from all of you, all of these guys, together to actually know that we're doing the right thing. And we need to do the right thing. We don't need to do what I think or Sam thinks or Melissa thinks. We need to do the right thing for what outcome we want as a facility, as a patient care delivery process, as a quality to the patients, as patient satisfaction demands, and really as our customers demand. So that's why I'm here.
And I think, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sam Jocks. I'm the biomed director here. And to Jill's point, it is the same for medical technology. So those of you who live in the biomed world like I do, medical devices you buy and you keep it for 10 years, right? Our life cycle is 10 years, period. Ultimately, that device I bought 10 years ago is out of date 2 months later with the way that IT moves nowadays. Medical devices are also hampered by the FDA as well. So, right, whatever you submit for FDA approval, maybe 7 years later you get approval for it, right? And yay, it comes out as new, okay, 7 years later with old technology. Okay. Ultimately, it's a very large challenge for us to go ahead and integrate any of that to an IT structure that was new 30 days ago. There's new server boxes. I want to say our IT life cycle is 3 years. That's ludicrous from a medical device standpoint. I can't buy anything every 3 years. And so fundamentally figuring out how to fit into Jill's world, right? Where do I put it in the room? How does my nurse touch it? Who looks at it? To how do I upgrade it in 6 months when the technology changes is where I fall in all of this. And so ultimately it's a very weird bridge to sit on, right? We've all got to talk each other's languages. We've all got to figure out how to integrate with each other. But that's why I'm here. We have to figure out a way to work together much better and much more seamlessly, not only amongst ourselves, but with our vendors, with our IT vendors, with our medical device vendors, with our construction vendors, to go ahead and figure out how to seamlessly pull this off.
I'm here as a nurse. I've used technology to improve my nursing care. I've used technology to communicate better and also to improve clinical outcomes. As a clinical project manager, which is my current role, I've also been able to use technology and to help build the pavilion, from all the way from the evaluation of the technology through the design and implementation. I'm also very passionate that we need to use technology to enhance clinical workflows, not hinder them. That's why I'm here.
I'm Melita Howell. I'm from the IT side. I had some prepared remarks, but after seeing Dr. Belfort speak, I mean, isn't that why we're all here? To try to find that common language, work together, and have those kinds of outcomes. I'm really lucky to work with the small team in IS. We focus on bridging the gaps. We actually tell people we're the grout between the tiles. It doesn't sound fancy, but you need somebody who can talk to biomed, who can talk to nursing, who can talk to vendors, and begin to straddle those barriers. I'm really passionate about that. Sorry, John, I tell people I'm dotted line to nursing. Although I'm direct line to John, my heart is always reporting up through nursing.